Hey guys, so should I buy first or should I sell first? So in today's market, it is a seller's market in the majority of southeastern Wisconsin. And a big question that's coming up for people who are entering the market looking to buy their next home or buy their first home, which is a different conversation. But if you're buying your next home, should I put my home on the market, get that money, and then go to find my next home? Well, obviously the question is, and it's kind of a humorous joke we use, is if I gave you $2 million today for your home, but tomorrow you're homeless, do you want to sell today? And the obvious joke is, no, I don't want to sell if I'm homeless tomorrow. So we do absolutely want to start shopping before we sell our home for a multitude of reasons. One being availability of new homes entering the market and the low inventory that we're experiencing. So obviously, we want to secure that next home before we put your current home on the market. And there's a very important reason why. It's when you're Tarzan and you're swinging from branch to branch, you don't want to let go of the last branch before you grab your next branch. Otherwise, you'll free fall or you'll be homeless. So the other side of this is if you're a first-time home buyer, you don't actually have a home to sell. That doesn't mean you don't have a living situation that you absolutely want to coordinate. Now, this can be tricky because what it has to do is coordinating your move, which sometimes can be an unpredictable date because, you got your down payment money, you're aligned with a mortgage lender, you're ready to start shopping, but when you find your perfect home, plus 30 days traditionally to close with the traditional loan, is kind of an unpredictable timeline. Because you may find your perfect home tomorrow or you may find your perfect home in 6 months. It's all about exactly what you're looking for, how stringent you are with exactly the type of home that you want to be into next. So, what do you do about that? Well, it's talking to landlords, having an open communication with landlords. Now, I know a lot of people are in month-to-month leases or they're in year-to-year leases. Now, year-to-year leases can be a little trickier in that they can be a little bit more difficult to navigate the end of your lease agreement starting with your new home. And there's a multitude of ways to handle that. One is have an open conversation with your landlord that you're shopping for your next home and eventually you are going to be moving out of that home to help him prepare for that moment. There is things like, hey, will he allow me to sublease my apartment? 2, will he be flexible with the date in which I can end my lease? Sometimes, because we are in an area where we experience snow and winter and moving on top of ice is never fun, some landlords do have built into their leases that you can't end the lease at a certain time of the year, and we'll make sure that we want to coordinate that around your specific lease agreement. And the last one is, can I change my yearly lease to a month-to-month, giving him 60 days notice from the time that I'm going to be out, allowing him to not only show the apartment, but if he needs to make any necessary improvements to the apartments. I'm not judging you. I've done it to myself. I've had a dog eat a carpet or chew on the side of a countertop, or paint gets all scuffed up, or we hung stuff that we may or may not have been allowed to do. They need to fill holes, paint, replace carpet, sort of thing, allowing that landlord to actually make it tenantable for the next people who are going to be living there. So it's about creating a good relationship with your past landlord as you move on to your next tenancy. Now guys, everybody's situation is different and I am always going to be available to help you navigate sometimes these complicated waters. I'm Max Feitz, local Keller Williams agent. If you want to know more about buying in today's market, selling in today's market, or investing in today's market, reach out, be happy to help. Have a great week.